afternoon, viewers. For the next 5 minutes, you will be with me, Alfi, Yunita, in the breaking news event discussion, actual and treated news. Ladies news: heavy rains that flooded the capital city of Jakarta Sunday afternoon resulted in 12 neighbor and 4 homeless on street Patagongan, Kebayoran Baru, South Jakarta. Residents were forced to break through the flood to do outdoor activity, flooded quickly with traffic in the area. The flood also had an impact on disrupting the activity of residents around the location on Street Raya Ciledug Raya right in front of Sesqual, South Jakarta. This 60-centimeter high flood made 2 and 4 wheelers unable to continue their journey, and the round was diverted to street along Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, cars that were unable to pass the street Raya Ciledug were diverted to street Panjang in order to avoid congestion. To reduce fluid, the official had over a water pump to suss up the flood around Street Raya Ciledug due to this flood causing traffic jams. Villages around Street Raya Ciledug in number of areas in Jakarta were flooded. As a result, many villages broke down. Alright, let's go to the Mampang River, Kemenang area. This is already a breaking news reporter for Indonesia, Resky Astuti. Okay, good afternoon, Resky. Resky, how is the traffic condition there? I can see it seems that the flood has hit the Kemenang CC area.
Okay, good afternoon, Alfi. As Alfi mentioned earlier, and maybe you can see right behind me, this is Street Pondokarya, which is located in the Petagongan area of Kebayoran Baru, South Jakarta. This is an area that you can then say on the banks of the Mampang River, which is an overflow at the Petagongan is Louis Gate previously. Based on the information that we have gathered, the residents themselves around or in this residence complex are reluctant to be evacuated because the water level is still around 100 centimeters. Then we can conclude that the family is used to this flood phenomena, but even so, before there was a high flood, the cars in this settlement have been placed on the edge of the highway, which if we can imagine how around the section to tended Walter Mangosudin. So you can be sure Alfi, once the condition from the Tendian area to Walter Mangosudi are quite congested, it is certain that the vehicle is densely crawling. Previously, based on the information we obtained, we are concerned around 15 officers who are ready to be standby if the rainfall increases again, and residents who are currently still choosing to stay at home to us to be evacuated themselves are still being prepared. That was the flood that was punctuated, as you can see signs too, and we are still waiting because, as said by the government of DKI Jakarta some time ago, this flood is prediction to reset in a matter of 6 hours, so around 8 o'clock in the evening. We are still seeing circumstance. What is the actual impact of what the government said? Although earlier, the office themselves had rushes to the S. Wijaya areas to recheck areas other than the model of the seaward, rather than the flood gates that have begun to be inundated by floods. We also inform you that this not only due to high rainfall in DKI Jakarta since last night, but also because the Bogor and Depok areas which have been raining since last night have also made this one of the flood shipment that needs to be watched out for because the section doing from Tendan to Wolvermango City.
As reporter Resky said, Air Street Wijaya itself is quite congested because there are many cars from residents from this settlement parked in the middle of the road so that they are not damaged by being submerged by water. Did you then ask the resident there whether The food this time come faster than usual.
Yes, Alfie, based on the information we received, because this height is about 100 centimeter or about an adult calf, this is a height which according to them is still in the normal range. Even though later if we compare it with the fruits in early 2020 or later fruits, which are then predict, usually based on the residents' completion around January or February, the rainfall in quite high, which is then more wary of. But there were residents themselves who had evacuated first because they saw the rain, which had not meant it was ready last night. There were second-story house who also used to stay indoors and wait for the waters to recede. We'll still see how long Alfie will take, because then the citizens themselves still remember the governor promise, which said about 6 hours. Maybe that's all I can convey. I'll return in the studio. Thank you.
Thank you, Breaking News Indonesia field producer, for your complete reporter. Welcome back to war.